as a quarterback, I could hear his one-on-one with Darbow. So I got back at the top of my drop and saw that he won on his release, and it was still solid coverage, so I knew I needed to put it in one spot and one spot only, and he made a great play.
Staying second middle, Adam.
This question's for Ryan. Ryan, this was supposed, I guess, going into this game, very physical. Wisconsin, with the win over Michigan State. Could you just kind of walk us through how physical it was and how much did the defensive line really help set the tone?
Yeah, there were some big boys up front. I think they were averaging like 6'6", 320, 315. We're not quite as big up front, but it all comes down to technique and effort on the D-line. And I think we played hard. I think we played fast. I think we played with great technique. And all that credit goes to Coach Madison. And when I look to my left and look to my right, I'd see guys who were in the program 4 or 5 years and who really wanted this game up front. So we accepted the challenge, and I think we did a good job.
Standing third row left, Dan.
Well, can you tell us what you guys call that 11-man single line I formation, where that came from, and what that does for you?
Can't tell you, it's a secret. No, I actually don't know where that came from. Maybe Boise State.
Coach Harbaugh just put it in there.
Yeah, I don't know. Coach Jay Harbaugh and Headman Harbaugh, Drevno and Fish all just kind of came into a meeting one day earlier this week, all with a big smirk on their face. So we knew something was going in that they liked, and it happened to be that play. And the bottom line is, if you do something like that, you better not mess it up. You better pick up the first down, and we were able to do that.
What does it do for you to line up?
I'm sure it's probably pretty confusing for the defense. I don't know, I've never played defense, but if you see 11 or 10 dudes in a line, that'd probably throw you off a little bit, make you think. So
I think that's fair to say.
Third row, all the way to the back right.
From a defensive perspective, can you talk about how you stopped Corey Clement today? And then the second question for anybody is 9 points got left off the board there with the field goal kicking. Was that a source of frustration for you guys?
He's a good running back. I think we just rallied to the ball. We broke a few tackles. That's going to happen sometimes. But I think we just rallied to the ball. There was a lot of effort, pursuit to the football. I think that's the biggest thing. We did break some tackles in the backfield, made some good cuts. But I think overall our pursuit is what helped Jordan.
And yeah, about the field goal, anytime you leave points off the board, it's not the goal. It's not what you want, but that's not on the kicker. That's on me as a quarterback and on the offense to get the ball in the end zone. We had been efficient all year. Once we got to the red zone, being able to score touchdowns, I think we had been averaging like 49 points a game. So on a windy day like this, to put that much pressure on the kicker, that's not fair. So we got to hit the film and figure out how to get 6 or 7 on the board instead of just 3.
Did you feel like you needed a touchdown at the end instead of getting in field goal position?
I always feel like we need touchdowns. It doesn't matter what the score is. Doesn't matter if we've got Janikowski kicking field goals. It's just we need touchdowns, and that's the bottom line.
Third row, middle right.
This question's for Wilton. Number one, how did you guys stay composed despite all the trips inside the 50 where you didn't score?
Mm-hmm.
And then the second one would be, you guys haven't been on the road yet, so what do you anticipate learning about this team as you get ready to hit the road?
Yeah, obviously it's a bummer when you have that good a field position. Your defense continues to get you good field position, and then you get down there, but you're unsuccessful. So we're gonna have to take a long, hard look at this film, figure out what we need to do better to be more efficient, to move the ball down the field, get the ball in the end zone, and just like every game, learn from our mistakes and build on it. And as far as the road game, yeah, this is October and we haven't been on the road yet, but we're excited, to get out of Ann Arbor and go, take an opponent on in their house. So 2 years ago we went to Rutgers. It was a hectic crowd. They did like a blackout night game, stormed the field. So we just need to keep our composure and just play football. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Just play the game.
Second row, middle left, Chris.
Thanks, Ryan. You got the hockey player smile going on. Did that happen today?
My tooth? No, the tooth's been gone since,
That's it.
I want to say like July 10th or somewhere around there.
Gotcha, okay. And then talk about Jordan's play at the end, the long pass. And I mean, that's probably a play you guys see him make quite a bit in practice.
Yeah, we see him make a lot of plays, but that that was on another level, I think. I think he jumped and like floated for 5 yards, and then somehow just caught it with one hand. But yeah, that's a guy that's gonna be playing on Sundays for a long time. So glad he's on our team.